Good morning, Father Matthew here. Hope you're all okay. Well, it's been lovely to see some of you who have been able to join in the Zoom conversations. Had an email from somebody who's saying I was still at work, so I may do it today a bit later, maybe about 7 o'clock, um, and see who can join in. Because it has actually been lovely to see some of you, at least on screen, and to be able to sort of speak almost face to face. So I think I'll keep doing that every day, um, so that at least we can sort of come together and talk, because actually it has made a lot of difference. Um, I mean, as you know, I've done these videos since we went into lockdown, and it's become part of my routine. If I'm honest, even like this morning when I sleep in and get up late, so you can see I've got a rather significant bed head. Um, but anyway, I'm here, and I've been doing these in the hope that these messages are some encouragement or comfort, and all the rest of it. But I think it has been very encouraging to sort of come together via Zoom. So as I say, I think I'll add that into the daily routine, and it will also give me a break from music and recording, because I'm still going strong. I've got I've got a whole song that's written and a draft of it recorded. It's actually a song for my mum, which is very emotional. Made her cry when I sent it to her, in a good way. Not because my voice is that bad. Um, I've sort of in the drafting stages of putting together a song for my nan who died 3.5 years ago, and I actually took a funeral. Um, there's a song I'm writing for my godmother, and also a song that I started yesterday, which is actually about my dad. Um, it's rather different in style. It's got a sort of dance beat behind it, but it seems to work with the music, and it expresses, I suppose, a lot of the anger that I have towards my father for how he was. For those of you who don't know, my father was an alcoholic, and was violent to my mum, and the two women he married afterwards. And he took his own life when I was 14, because his wife at the time, um, after having been beaten black and blue, had left him. And like most abusers, he tried the whole emotional blackmail of, if you go, I'm going to, take my own life and all the rest of it. Um, and as she should have done, she left, and he did. Um, he's sort of the exception to the rule that says that if people are talking about doing it, they probably won't. Um, so the song is expressing a lot of my anger and frustration about that. But I think it's going to end with a sort of, I wouldn't say positive, because there's not actually much positive about it, but a sort of hopeful thing. And because whatever he did, he did. But you still feel the loss of that part of your life, a part of my life that I didn't really have much growing up. So a lot of these songs are expressing a lot of very different and very complex emotions. Um, and I don't know whether I should keep them private or share them when they're done. Um, I think I'll make that decision near the time. But I think what can happen um, is that when we express those kinds of emotions and share our stories and experience, it can bring a lot of strength and encouragement to other people. And that's certainly been the case with some of the songs that I've done and put out there. I've had quite a few messages, especially about the song "Hold On." People have found very helpful. So I don't know. I mean, these new songs are quite personal to me, but maybe they will be of strength, encouragement to other people, as I say. But there is something about that sharing of our lives, because I'm not a person who actually shares that much with that many people, apart from the stories I tell you in sermons and things like that. But when I do share those stories, it's usually because there's a significant amount of time that's passed in. I've sort of done a lot of the processing of the emotions and everything else. But when I do so, I often think, well, should I have done that? Should I have said that? Should I have shared this or whatever? But but what I find is that many people, or at least the ones that talk to me about it, say that it does help them to sort of put pieces together. And of course, we can't all meet together face to face, but there is something in that sharing when we do it that brings us closer together and helps us to get through together. Because of course, if we keep everything locked away all of the time, which people like me tend to do most of the time, at least in the present moment, if we do sort of share those things and let them out, then it you know we can help and support each other. Because if we keep them locked away, we end up just sort of pretending that everything's okay or whatever. Whereas sometimes, we're really struggling or our hearts are breaking. So yeah, I wonder whether in the future, part of our lives together might be sort of more sharing together in some way, supporting each other, praying for each other, and all of those things. But yeah, they're my thoughts for today. My living room and study are still fairly tidy. I've not lost my pen again, so all is good. So look after yourself and each other. May God bless you. Amen.